Okay, guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel, guys. If it's your first time and those that are returning, my name's Ruben, and we do YouTube videos with my wife Sarah, aka Mrs. Mom. So, as you can tell from the title down below, guys, today I'm telling a story, and I don't know how my wife will react because she's just seated next to me. Because this story, I've always wanted to do this story with her, right with me in front of the camera for the first time, just to see her reaction. But anyway, we have to go ahead and see how that goes. So let's go direct into the video. So guys, I have this story to tell you, and of course my wife. So the title is actually, I don't want to say the title, but the title is actually, as you can see, I read, or the title made you click on this particular video. I feel now actually it's the right time for me to share this story. Um, where do I even start from? Babe, where do I start from?
I don't know. I don't even know what you want to talk about.
So, wow, you're not going to be upset?
How can I be upset? I don't know what you want to talk about.
Okay, promise you won't be upset.
If it's something to hurt me, I'll be upset. And I mean it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Guys, comment down below. Comment down below. So, anyway, let me get serious, guys. So, the title talks about why I actually stopped dating church girls, or why I stopped dating some people from church. Yeah, some time back actually. Years back. I think when I was at college, something bad happened to me. I call it bad because I think what happened actually wasn't so good to me. So this is how the story goes. There was this girl I loved so much. I bet.
Love, those are you. Love.
There's this girl that time, some years back when I was at school at college. I was involved in a certain organization, church organization. So this group was all about young people who are actually thirst for God. I'll not mention the name of the organization, but I was involved in that organization. So almost every weekend, we had activities for that particular organization. So we were just young people hungry for God, and trying to push the agenda of God. Eventually, you know, humanly, I fell in love with the.
Find another job.
Guys, guys, Sarah is not okay with the terms I'm using. Okay, what term should I use?
Just find something else.
Huh?
You fell in love. Now, how did you come out? How do you
So,
love
guys,
yourself?
that's why I'm telling this story, so that you know how I came out. Eventually,
Me,
even you, I'm sure you fell in love at some
I,
point. You fell in love with some man, some guy, some years back. We still call it falling in love anyway, isn't it? Because eventually, if you are, there's no other way to use. If you are in a relationship with someone, the first thing is you fall in it, and then eventually, and no one knows that it will not happen, or it will not materialize. Like you will not be with that person as you feel at that particular time. So allow me to use the word. I fell in love with this girl. So this girl was related to one of the leaders in the group, the top leaders in the group. So we started communicating with that girl. Communication was there. Whatnot. Yeah, we would meet 1 or 2 weekends when I'm free, because I think I remember that time I was also doing some work, some part-time work somewhere. So when I'm free, would meet, something like that. But then I don't know how, because I remember we wanted the relationship to be private, like
Why?
no one should know.
Reason.
Reason being is because the relationship
You are
that
not so sure if you are in love.
no, that's why I was saying that when you fall in love at that time, all you know is that this is a person like ewa last you know. You get the point. But then no one knows or no one figures out that this thing won't work.
But my question is, why did you decide to keep your relationship private?
Okay, this is the reason. Because of the relationship I had with the leaders, the person she was related
Yeah,
to
a
in
goodie.
that. No, not really. Not really. Because then again, I was young. Both of us were
But
young.
so yeah,
Or
young
no one
naughty.
would welcome, as you know, African tradition, no one would welcome a relationship where both of you are not stable and whatnot, you know. So it was a bit of it had to the video had to cut, but we have to continue. So I was talking about at that particular time why I didn't disclose, because it was difficult for people to capture or to be agreeable to the relationship at that particular time, because maybe looking at the status I was in and the age, maybe also, the girl at that particular time. So that's why I kept it actually secret to only the 12. But again, it seems amongst us, the youths, one guy or one girl, I don't know who disclosed or who, told the relative to the girl that this is what is going on. So I actually didn't know myself that this is what is going on when not until when I was confronted. So when I was confronted, it was I actually refused, because I refused because I wanted to protect the relationship that I have with the person relative to the girl. That's why I actually refused when I was confronted. But I think it went further, to a point where I actually made to apologize.
For what?
So for what
For
what I
going
did.
out or for hiding your relationship?
No. For going out with a girl. Like to them, it was wrong for me to do that. You
I
get the
see.
point? Yeah, it was wrong. It was all wrong. I was not supposed to do that. That's why I was made to. It was deemed wrong in their eyes. Like, no, you can't do this. So I never realized, not until now, when I started actually, when you become a content creator, you think through a lot of things. So I was actually thinking through what wrong did I do at that particular time, when actually people nowadays, or a lot of churches
So just hold on. Now, what made
are
you
soliciting. Wait, a lot of churches are soliciting for members to actually marry themselves, like you marry within the church. But here I am at that particular time. It was seemed so wrong for me to date someone within the same setup of an organization or a Christian setup. So eventually, I was actually made to apologize. Now, here is the thing: how I apologize. But before I do that, babe, you wanted to ask.
I wanted to ask you a question. So now you're saying that now you're a content creator, not so? You started this YouTube after marriage, not so?
Yes.
Yes. So now what made you to start thinking about the whole thing?
So what made me? That's what I'm saying. What made me start thinking about this is this. There are a lot of statements. I think I even told you that when I was getting married, people wanted me to marry someone within my church. You get the point. So it's a connection of how I got married and what happened at that particular time, because I never married within my church. I went away from my
Did
church.
you have any intentions of marrying that girl?
That's no.
So now after marriage,
this.
how come
No,
now you're
listen.
thinking about your past relationship?
Listen, the thing is this. At that particular time, that's why I said, when you are young, you are like, when you enter into something, a relationship, you have no idea of where it's going. even
But
at that
you wanted
point,
it
we
to
were
go
just
somewhere.
we were just excited about.
Yes, but when you're in a relationship,
yes, you always want to.
you want it to go somewhere.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm sure
Yes.
you are thinking, no, this is my wife. She was also thinking, this is my husband.
Exactly.
And then
But to make matters worse, it's a relationship where I was more into it than the girl. It's like the girl fell in love with me out of pity.
out of maybe
Yes,
people are telling,
because
no,
even the way it ended, it was
she wasn't so much moved.
yes.
Or it's more like you are forcing things.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
Yeah, she fell for me out of pity, not like she really wanted it to
Which
happen.
was so bad.
Bad, very bad.
Very bad.
The whole thing was, I've been thinking through how, us young people, you want to do something, but people are against you again, and especially issues of marrying within the church. So here I am, I got entangled. Okay, babe, this is the right word now. I got entangled.
Yeah.
This is the way. So I got entangled
Not in love.
No.
Love.
Yes, you're right. So I got entangled with someone at that particular time who was within the same setup of my belief, but I was deemed wrong, to do that. So it was okay. So guys, that was the case. So I was deemed wrong for something that I thought was encouraged at that particular time. Even when you look at the setup of that particular organization for young people I was in, I think the message was to do things in the right way and with the right motion. And I think even when I got entangled with that person in a relationship, I didn't have ill intentions or to actually bring disgrace in the family or whatnot, So I don't know why people like rose against me. I remember, and then this is how my apology was, and now that's when I began to think of it, that I think it was quite an embarrassing to me, and I think now I don't get it why I was meant to do that, because for me, as I said, I think I didn't have ill intentions, guys. Nivea keeps on looking at me. She's actually with a mother, so I don't know. Hi, girl. Hi. You okay? Okay. Yeah, so that was it. So we went out we had an event for that particular organization. We had, I think, out of town. We had gone somewhere far. So the event was, I think, in the night. It was something called for some young people. And I remember the leader of that particular organization, not the leader, I would say, for lack of a better term, the owner of that particular organization, after the whole event, because I remember he called me at some point and, spoke
You went
to
for
me.
a camp?
Not really a camp, it was a one-day activity.
But why aren't you just dating that girl when you're dating me?
It was way back when I was at college.
Okay.
Way back. I met you after I even graduated. Now that one was before I even graduated. So so the thing is this. So we had gone for a one-day event somewhere within outside the town. What?
Ruben is a character.
And you know one thing, it was very difficult to meet that person I was entangled with because of what I've just explained. She was related to our leader in that particular branch where I was in. So now the owner of that group, after the event, I think based on the call that he had given me prior to traveling to that particular town to do that event, I felt bad, and I think within me I felt apologetic. So after the event, I had to go to him. So when I approached him, this is what happened. When I approached him to just talk to him and just explain my side, it was so bad that he started shouting at me, in front of my fellow young people. He started shouting at me to an extent that, I felt bad. All I did was I knelt down and I apologized to him.
I can imagine how funny you look.
I knelt down. So
For loving someone.
for loving someone, imagine. I knelt down and I apologized, and a lot of things were said. And the owner is actually no, I'll not put titles. So I'll not put titles for the sake of. But I think those people that know me, I think those people I was with at that particular time, if you come across this video, you will be able to relate, and you'll be able to, I think, to remember what I'm trying to talk about. So imagine I was made to apologize for loving someone cleanly with no ill intentions. And even that time when I was entangled with that person, I had no, what can I say? No information in relation to it. Was just an excitement that, But up to now, I think I thank God that it happened. And I remember I vowed that I'll never
fall in love.
Yes, get entangled with any church girl within my church. That was the reason why I never. And I think I remember when I actually began to,
Nivea is
get.
arguing.
Nivea, keep quiet. You don't know what I'm talking about. So, when I began now to get mature and get understanding, a lot of people encouraged, and I think other people also, would want me to get entangled with, ladies at church and whatnot. Even when I got married, I think just now, recently, other people were even upset that I never got married within the church. My wife, it's not that she's not a Christian. She is a Christian, but we never went to the same church. She's coming from another background of a different religion, So that was the reason why, guys, I never wanted to date church girls because of that incident.
Have you watched this movie, In Love with the Church Girl? You've watched it before?
Yeah.
So you related?
Definitely. It's now that I'm beginning to connect with all these things. And guess what? How it ended with that girl, baby? On her birthday.
Truly.
I traveled. Listen, I traveled from here, Copperbelt, to Lusaka on her birthday. I bought everything, the gifts. When I reached Lusaka, I think Robert can relate. You know Robert? Yeah, I think I even slept at Robert's place just to meet her. So.
And she disappointed you?
Yes. After
wait. So I'm sure she's the reason why you don't love these love songs. Because I'm thinking so.
So now, imagine from where I went in Lusaka, where we had gone out, we had to travel. I think it's quite a number, it's more than 30 kilometers. We spent transport. We went there. I presented the gifts. After everything, she just said, "No, I'm very sorry. I think I'm not in love with you. I just forced myself and whatnot." It was drama, And then a few days I discovered that she was dating someone within the same hood she was staying in. So it was drama. So up to now, I've never, until I thank God I met my wife. Here we are, and God is so gracious to us. Comment down below, guys. What do you think of this story? Babe, what do you think? Are you okay?
I'm okay, but I'm asking, is she the reason why you don't like these love songs?
Well, I could say yes, part of it. I could say yes. I don't have love
because
songs.
At some point you are into
love songs. No. So guys, I gotta go. Comment down below. Remember to like this video. Share this video, especially to someone who is entangled in a relationship. Let them hear this story, and let's chat in the comment. See you next time. Bye bye.